Okay, so let's try this again, and hopefully this will record in landscape and not portrait. So this is a onesie I use. You have to make sure you leave the snaps hanging off of the edge, or else, you know, they will be against the heat, and you don't want that. So this bottom part is just kind of like a rubber mat. The top part is where all the heat comes from. It comes with this Teflon sheet, and I know somebody said that their husband threw away the directions, but mine didn't come with any directions at all. But it's pretty easy to learn it. So I've already attached everything else. I did it in layers. I did this bubblegum pink, and then the pink, and then I think I did the horn, the eye, and the stars at the same time, and then now I'm just doing You Are Magical. So I just put the Teflon sheet on. And if you have any sort of ribbing, you're actually, or any sort of part that's raised like this, you're supposed to have it hanging over so that this thinner part can be completely pressed by the machine. But what I do is I press everything at once, just to get the layers to stick, and then I'll come back and pull it over the top, and, you know, just make sure that as long as the snaps aren't under there, you're good. But just pull it up as high as I can and then repress it. After they all get a chance to cool after I've finished all of the shirts, which I'm almost done. I think I only have like 6 more to go. So this is a handle, and then I will go through the settings in just a minute, and then this is kind of, you spin this to change the pressure, but I just left it the way it came, and I've been good. So you just clamp. It is kind of a little bit hard to push it down, but I have a baby on my back, so I'm also trying to be careful. All right, and then it doesn't come up by itself when it snaps. I know on the beeps, I know some of the more expensive ones kind of have an automatic release, but I will say that pulling it back up is sort of the hardest part, because if you do it, you know, kind of too fast, the whole machine will come up. And I prefer to do a hot peel. I just find that everything peels a little bit better. So then I just go like this. Sometimes I go too fast and it hasn't completely set, but it doesn't happen too much. Like my little trash pile. And that's it. There you go. So with the settings, it's pretty easy. So I know the Sister Easy, I actually just threw away a sheet, but I'm sure you can find one of these online, but I order from One Source Supply. Oh, I guess you can. It has their name on it. But anyway, for Sister Easy Weed, it's 305 degrees on 10 to 15 seconds. So I had it at 10 for the last video. I changed it and made it 11. But if you just hit temperature, this will start flashing, and then you can just adjust it however you want. It's just, you know, standard up and down. And then you hit temperature again just to lock it in there. Time's the same exact way. You can keep going up to 15. I usually have it down to 10, and then I've never had any problems with that. This is just the on and off. It does take a little bit to heat up, so I typically will try and clean up while it's heating up. I do have a fan that's like right here, because I wear my baby on my back while I'm doing this, and I get hot, and I'm sure she gets hot, so it does kind of cool down a little bit if I'm using it for a long time and not taking breaks. But other than that, I think it's a great heat pass. It does come with this Teflon sheet. I've never tried to use it without it. I know with an iron, I never used any sort of protection like that, and it was fine, but, you know, it came with it, so whatever. And then it has this, I guess it's just a Celsius to Fahrenheit converter. And that's pretty much it. It is pretty big. I couldn't put it straight. This is just a standard card table. My whole craft room is actually made up of 5 card tables. This is kind of all my vinyls downstairs, because I typically will read while I'm watching TV or nursing with my daughter. And my husband's nice enough to switch out the sheets for me. That's all the orders. And then this is kind of just my shirts. And I did have a card table here, but we took it downstairs and put a tablecloth and used it for our Easter buffet. So I'm actually moving down into the basement anyway, so that'll be nice. I'm moving everything down. And I definitely need to figure out a better system for these, because I have different sizes that I pre-cut on different lids for all these Tupperware containers that I use. All these like giant containers I have. So I definitely need to figure out some sort of better organizing. Those are some shorts I'm working on. This is my makeshift trash can. And I think that's it. Just go ahead and let me know if you guys want a better video when my husband comes home. He can hold the camera or something like that. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, I did show in the last video. This is my binder that I use for my vinyl, so that way, you know, I'll have a few copies of stuff made. This is, I just organized it by size. I just ordered some dividers, and I just got all these sheet protectors just yesterday in the mail, actually, but that way I kind of have stuff ready, and I don't have to peel, and I don't have to print per shirt. So I don't know if you can tell, but those are a couple on there. I think there's like 3 of this size and 2 of that size. I do use 4 different sizes. I cut baby clothes, so the size is very much greater than an adult's. So that's all my stuff. And yep, let me know if you guys have any more questions. Thanks.